Good morning guys, Jomak here from Mining Rig Parts and Supply. So for this video, I just want to show quickly kung ano yung usual na ginagawa namin when maintaining graphics cards that are used for crypto mining. So kung ikaw is nagbabala ka mag-mine or nagmina ka na last bull run, ito yung usual na ginagawa namin sa GPUs. So what we have here is a RTX 3070 GB tri-fan. So kung yung makikita nyo, nung nakuha ko yung card, actually, nag-overheat siya. For Windows stress test, umabot siya ng mga 84, 85, which is somewhat okay din naman. Actually, for gamers, it's still acceptable. But for crypto miners like me, or actually gamer, crypto miner, for crypto mining application, medyo mataas yun. Medyo mataas yun, guys. And ang usual culprit is yung tumigas na yung mga thermal paste. So usually, ang thermal paste, pag ginanyan ko yung kamay ko, hindi siya dapat babasag-basag. No? Hindi siya parang powdery. Dapat sa kanya parang glue, no? Parang egg white ang consistency niya. And yun yung reason kung bakit mainit yung GPU die. Ayan, yung GA104. Pagka nag-stress test tayo, it will also cause your rigs para maging unstable. Ang isa pang naging issue is yung thermal pads, no? So for this one, okay, and actually lahat. Okay guys, ulitin ko to Lahat na-encounter ko, even the highest end GPUs, okay, MSI Supreme, usually yung stock thermal pads nila are hindi built to perform 24/7, yung pang high performance talaga, like yung Gelid natin, no? Yung mga Thermalright na thermal pads natin. And also, I'm using yung my own brand from OEM, 17 watt per meter Kelvin. So, mataas-taas yung specs nun. Going back, doon sa stock na nakalagay sa mga name brands natin, mga usual name brands natin, pagka tumagal, nagli-leak yung oil. Okay? And yung oil na yan, okay, it's either natutuyo, yun yung na-encounter ko, it's either natutuyo yung thermal pads or talaga nag-leak na yung oil niya, siguro sa kakagamit na rin. Tapos, it mixes with the dust on your PCB. Okay? Pag nag-mix siya sa dust, usually yan nagkakos ng short circuit or nasusunog. So, for us naman, ang maintenance niyan, of course, is you have to open your GPUs, no? So, you have to know how to open the GPUs. Marami naman DIY tutorials dyan. Search mo lang sa YouTube. Tapos, ang next mo dyan is, you have to know kung ano yung thickness ng thermal pads na gagamitin. So, for example, for this Gigabyte 3070, dun sa memory chips na ang ginamit is 0.5mm na thermal pads. Tapos, dito naman sa I think ito yung power distribution module. Hindi ako sobrang into schematics pa. Beginner pa lang tayo. Hindi ko alam kung paano basahin to circuit. But anyway, dito, banda sa mga capacitors and mga power modules niya, 1mm naman ang size ng thermal pads. 0.5 lang yan, maliit na bagay lang yan. No. Guys, isa sa biggest problem ng mga nagdi-DIY is mali-mali yung specs na nilalagay nila. And kahit sinabi mo na 0.5mm lang yung difference, sometimes yun yung diferensya between a GPU na maayos nagpa-function versus a GPU na naka-idle lang pero 80-90 degrees Celsius. So, ganun siya guys. You have to select the correct spec. Kaya pag bibili ka ng thermal pads, usually you have to buy yung 0.5 saka 1. Kasi kung nakuha mo yung 0.5 saka 1, lahat ng thickness in between, yung 3, yung 2, no? Dalawang 1 lang, 2, kailangan mo 3, tatlong 1 lang, kailangan mo 2.5, dalawang 1mm, tapos patungan mo ng another 0.5. So, covered mo na lahat ng bases mo. Okay? So, yun lang naman. If you want for us to clean your rigs for you, okay, kung meron kang lumang rig that you want us to rebuild and clean, meron naman kami home service. So, you just message us down below. You can search sa Facebook Mining Rig Parts and Supply or Mining Rig Doctor. So, meron naman tayong technician that can service usually mga Metro Manila and nearby provinces. Pagka medyo malayo, PM nyo na lang, no? Usap na lang tayo doon. Pwede namin linisin yung rigs and then have it running, okay? Or kung kailangan mo naman magpa-maintain ng GPUs, I suggest, i-send nyo na lang sa amin yung card so we can do it dito sa shop, at least kompleto yung gamit. Sa hindi tayo nagmamadali. Kasi for these types of cards, mabilis na yung 3 hanggang 4 na cards per day. Lalo na kung lahat, no, re-oiling, thermal pads, cleaning, ganyan. Hindi pa nga ultrasonic to, no? So eventually, we will have ultrasonic cleaning. But, kaya ganun siya katagal gawin. So imagine if you have a farm ng mga 30, 40, 50 GPUs, napakatagal. Kapag nagpa-visit kayo sa technician. So imagine magkano yun per day yung accommodation niya, yung pagkain niya, di ba? Pagka sobrang layo. So I suggest ipa-ship na lang sa amin. But if you just want na ma-set up ulit, ma-rebuild yung rig, then mas madali naman yun. A couple of hours tapos na siya. So that's it. I hope this helps you out. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. Actually, if you're watching this tapos past January 8 na, so I hope na-approve na yung ETF. If not, then it's actually good. Bakit good, Jomak? Decline nga. Actually, it's good. Kasi pag na-decline yung ETF, we still have a lot of time to accumulate mining hardware. So, ibig sabihin, maganda pa yung presyo, hindi pa tayo nag-uunahan, makakabili ka pa ng mura. Pero, pagka na-approve na yan, then I really hope na may plano ka na. If you're trying to enter crypto mining, I hope may push button plan ka na ng gagawin kasi mukhang maiiwanan ka na naman, no? Mag-uunahan na naman tayo sa mga PSI and mga builds. And just like last bull run, kung ano yung nakuha nung ibang nag-start magmina, yun na lang, hindi ka na makakapili. But in any case, I hope na kung ano man yung plano mo is ma-execute mo siya ng maigi. If you need assistance or guidance, if you're looking into crypto mining, message us down below. I will probably have a short course, no? Within this month, within just January, mag-release siguro ako ng short course about crypto mining para doon sa mga talagang noobs pa, no? Yung mga wala pang idea or yung gusto mag-invest ng malaking halaga. So, at least kahit pa paano yung background knowledge meron na kayo para hindi masayang investments. Okay? So, salamat sa panonood guys. Jamak here. I'll see you on the next one.